Hi, this is CAD-CAM Lessons channel, and in this video I will show you how to create such a part in FreeCAD. FreeCAD is a truly free 3D CAD system that can be used both for hobby and commercial purposes. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe, and if you want to support this channel, you will find information in the description of this video on how to do that. And now we will move on to creating such a part in FreeCAD. I will start a new project. We will start a new project in Part Design Workbench. Select Parametric Part. And in this workbench, we create parts by creating 2D sketches. And then, based on the 2D sketches, we add operations to create 3D solids and build the model step by step. We will start by creating a sketch on the XY plane. Select XY plane. Just click the left mouse button on that plane, and here we will draw two circles. Select Circle Drawing tool and draw a circle such that the center of the circle is placed in the origin of the coordinate system. So when you hover over the origin point of the coordinate system, it turns color, and click here with the left mouse button to attach the center of the circle to the origin point. For the diameter of the circle, enter 200 millimeters and press enter. And in this way, we have created the first circle. Now we will create the second circle. Similarly, hover over the origin point of the coordinate system, click the left mouse button and enter 100 millimeters for the circle's diameter and press enter. We have two circles, and then close the sketch. And now, based on this sketch, we will create a solid by extruding the sketch, and we will do this using the path operation. Select this operation and set the extrusion to 20 millimeters, and in this box you can enter a value from the keyboard, or you can use the mouse wheel to specify the extrusion value, and click OK, and in this way we have created something like this. We have a simple solid, and now we will create another part of this solid. We will create a sketch on the face of the solid. Select this face and select Create Sketch. And here we will also draw two circles. We will draw circles such that the first circle has the same diameter as this hole, and we will draw a second circle with a different diameter. Select Circle Drawing tool. Place the center of the circle at the origin point of the coordinate system, and let's draw a circle with any diameter. And now draw the second circle. Click here and enter 130 millimeters for the circle's diameter and press enter. Right click to cancel the circle drawing command, and now I would like this circle to have the same diameter as this hole. I could use a dimension here and specify the specific dimension of this circle, but we can also do this by linking this circle to this solid. And to do this, we use the Create External Geometry command. Select this command and now click on this edge. Now this edge is a reference geometry to which we can link this circle. Click the right mouse button to cancel the active command and select this circle, select this line, and select Equality Constraint. And when it comes to constraints and other commands in FreeCAD, we can use keyboard shortcuts. And if you hover over a command, a tooltip will appear, and in this case, to use the quality constraint, we can either click the left mouse button on that constraint or simply use the E key on the keyboard. Now I press the E key and the equality constraint has been applied. Close the sketch and add an extrusion here, select the path operation and set the extrusion length to 100 millimeters. And when you click the left mouse button next to this box, the preview will be updated and click OK. And in this way, we have created such a solid. Now I would like to change the diameter of this solid, and to do this we need to edit the sketch that we used for the first operation. And as you can see here in the feature tree, this sketch is not visible, but if we expand the path operation, because this sketch was used for this operation, then this sketch is inside this operation. And now to edit this sketch, double click with the left mouse button or right click and select Edit Sketch. And now I will change the diameter of this circle to 250 millimeters, and to change the dimension, double click with the left mouse button and enter a new value. The dimension has been changed, close the sketch, and changes have been applied to the solid. Next we will create another sketch, select Create Sketch, and here we will create a sketch on the XZ plane. Select this plane. Here we will start by creating reference geometry. Select Create External Geometry command and create geometry based on this edge and this edge. Right click to cancel this command, and now let's switch to the section view and select Create Line command. Let's create a line so that the first point of the line lies on this line. So when this line is highlighted, click here with the left mouse button, and as for the second point, we will place the second point of this line here. Right click to cancel this command. And now let's add dimensions here. Let's add an angle dimension between this line and this line. And to activate the dimensioning command, we can activate this command by pressing the D key on the keyboard. We have the automatic dimensioning command here, and this command will automatically select the dimension for the specified geometry. And the angle dimension was automatically activated here. Click here and enter the value of 30 degrees and press enter to confirm. Now the dimensioning command is still active, so I select this point and this point, and here enter 30 millimeters as the dimension and press enter to confirm. This sketch is fully constrained. Right click to cancel the dimensioning. However, for what I want to do in the next step, this sketch is not quite correct, but we will close this sketch and later we will make it correctly. Shortly you will see what I mean. And now I would like to create a construction plane that will lie at the end of this line and be perpendicular to this line. And to do this, I need to select the vertex of this line and this line, and to make it easier, I will temporarily hide the solid. Select this solid in the feature tree and press the spacebar to hide the solid. Now with the Ctrl key, select this point and select this line and select Create a Datum Plane command. Here we have some errors, but if we click normal to edge, the datum plane will be created in such a way that it will lie at this point and be perpendicular to this line. And click OK to confirm, and now on this plane we will create a sketch. Select this plane and select Create Sketch command, and here we will draw a circle whose center will lie at this point. And as the diameter, enter 15 millimeters and press enter to confirm and close the sketch. And now I will turn on the visibility of the solid. Select this solid and press the spacebar. OK. And now based on this sketch we will add an extrusion. Select this sketch in the feature tree or in the workspace, and then select Path Operation. And here I would like to add an extrusion such that this extrusion is made to this solid. We can change the length of the extrusion here. However, if we change this length of the extrusion so that it reaches the solid completely, it may turn out that the solid appears on the other side. In this case, we could manage to do this using the extrusion length. We could set such an extrusion length and this extrusion looks correct. However, we can also do it another way. We can choose the operation type here. I'll change the extrusion value a bit, and now we can select the extrusion type. We can select to first type, or we can select up to face type, and we can select this face. As the face, we want to add the extrusion, and we can click OK. And in this way, the extrusion was added. However, as you can see from this side, the solid doesn't touch this solid. We can fix that by slightly changing the sketch of this line, and let's edit this sketch and extend this line so that it is inside the solid. And if you want to do this by grabbing the endpoint of this line and try to drag this point, we cannot do this because this sketch is fully constrained. This means we cannot freely change this sketch. We can change this sketch by editing dimensions or constraints. In this case, we have the tangent constraint, so I select this constraint, press Delete to remove this constraint, and now I can drag this line. However, in this case, this sketch is no longer constrained. We have 1 degree of freedom. So now I select this point, and press the D key to activate the dimensioning. And here at a distance, for example, 10 millimeters. Okay. At this moment, this distance is not important. I want this line to be inside this solid. Close the sketch. And now everything looks correct. Here, automatically the position of the construction plane has also been changed because this plane was linked to the endpoint of this line. So when we edited this line, the position of this plane also changed. And the position of the circle based on which we made this part of the solid also changed. As you can see, during 3D modeling in FreeCAD, if changes need to be made, we can do them. We can make changes during modeling, or if we create a 3D model and then, for instance, after completing the part, it turns out that we need to make changes to the dimensions, we can also do that. And now we will add more copies of this element. We will do this using a polar pattern. Select the last operation and select polar pattern command. Here as the polar pattern axis, let's select the base Z axis and set 4 occurrences. And in the preview, you can see how it will look. And click OK to confirm. I will also turn off the visibility of the construction plane. Select this plane and press the spacebar to turn off the visibility of this plane, and we have such a solid. And as you can see, using this simple solid as an example, I was able to show you several operations for creating 3D solids in FreeCAD. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to this channel.